जो भी ऑनलाइन आया है वो यस टाइप करिए। जो भी ऑनलाइन आया है अभी वो यस टाइप करिए। हेलो। जो भी ऑनलाइन आ रहा है वो या तो गुड आफ्टरनून या यस मैम टाइप करिए। क्या कोई ऑनलाइन आया है? ओके। ओके, so shall we start? Only Praveen and Khushi is there. Who else is online? Just type yes. Shashi Bhushan Upadhyay. Okay. Gauri. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start your chapter. Shall I start? Just type yes. If you can listen my voice clearly and you can see the screen, just type yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, your first chapter in computer is computer hardware components. Okay, it is divided into different segments. First is your computer hardware. Computer hardware is divided further into external hardware devices and internal hardware devices. Then in internal hardware devices, there are lots of input devices and output devices and storage devices. Okay, so this is your chapter. ठीक. Okay, so today what topic we will cover? Hardware and software, then internal hardware and types of ports. Okay, today we are going to learn about these three topics: hardware and software, internal hardware and types of ports. Okay, most of the things I have covered in the last session, but today I am going to repeat it again. Okay, first just clear the difference between hardware and software. Hardware, all the physical components of your computer which we can touch and feel and see are known as hardware. आपको अच्छे से पता है. Okay, there are two types of hardware devices in computers: external and internal. Okay, then software is a set of programs, instructions, commands. इनको हम सिर्फ देख सकते हैं बट वी कैन नॉट टच एंड फील देम. ओके, कंप्यूटर एंड operations which controls the internal operations of a computer and instructs a computer about the work to be done. Okay, whatever task we want to do on the computer, we can do so with the help of software only. Okay, that is why hardware and software are interdependent on each other. Okay, got it? Then now come to the internal hardware. Okay, the first topic is internal hardware. The hardware components that are installed inside within the CPU. CPU box, okay, CPU cabinet. That CPU cabinet is not your. Just understand what is the internal hardware components. Internal hardware components, these are different components as you can see in the picture. Okay, for example, motherboard, network card, RAM, ROM, sound card, etc. There are lots of internal components, hardware components which resides inside the CPU cabinet only. Okay, your first internal hardware is motherboard. Okay, this is the very essential hardware. By motherboard allocates power and allows communication to all the other internal hardware components. It is actually a base जिस पे we can we can mount all the other internal circuits or the components. Okay, it is a printed circuit board that is the foundation of computer. Without motherboard we cannot place any single circuitry or single internal device anywhere inside the CPU cabinet. That is why it is important, and it works like a bus terminal for all the devices. Bus terminal means it is a kind of a port, or you can say it is a kind of a series of different wires and cables through which different devices can communicate to each other. Okay, all the activities related to the connected devices, it starts and ends up in the motherboard. All the devices which we can connect from outside the CPU and which are also there inside the CPU. You can see in this picture, this is your motherboard. Motherboard contains different slots. In these slots we can install our different internal devices, hardware devices. Okay, so in the middle you can see we can place our microprocessor. It is the place, it is your CPU slot, your microprocessor is your slot. Okay, so we can place the CPU, our microprocessor, that is small chip, in the middle of the motherboard. And as you can see at the top left hand side we can place our power cable. Okay, at the beginning, and there are two horizontal, can you see there are two golden horizontal ports here on the motherboard on which we can place our RAM chips. Okay, and then there are different expansion slots. Expansion slots means the internal devices which we add in the motherboard to enhance the computing power of different drivers. For example, your video card, sound card, etc. Okay, so this is your basically motherboard. It looks like this with the different ports and segments to connect the internal devices together. Okay, as you can see at the top, at the down of this particular image, you can see there are different type of ports. Okay, which you will learn later. Ports means the devices which we are using from the outside of the CPU, like your keyboard and your monitor, your printer, scanner. Okay, we can connect all these devices with the help of these ports which are given at the back of your CPU and which actually connects at the which actually placed in the motherboard from the inside in the CPU cabinet. Okay, got it? Now the second hardware component is PCI. It stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect. क्या वर्क है इसका? It serves as a connection between a computer's motherboard and hardware. Okay, the PCI transmits data and power supply between a computer and the device. PCI was introduced by the Intel in 1992. The main power which we want to give to our motherboard so we can start the supply of electricity inside the CPU cabinet. That is why we need a PCI port in which we can place our cables. Okay. Then the third hardware component is sound card. Sound card, as you can guess with the name of this hardware component, it is fixed on the motherboard, and the work of the sound card is to just control the output and input signals which we are sending in the computer in the form of audio. Okay, as you know, there are different formats in which we can in the data and we can get it. Okay, so if we are entering the data in the form of audio, so we need a sound card to add the audio inside your computer, and if you want to listen the output in the form of sound signals, okay, so the sound card will do the particular task for you. Without the sound card we cannot listen any kind of audio format, any kind of music and sound from the computer. It enables the computer to reproduce sound or play music through audio based output devices. Okay, audio based output devices like headphone, microphone and a speaker. It converts the digital data to sound and vice versa. Clear? Okay. Now the next is video card. The video card is an expansion card. Expansion cards वो हार्डवेयर components होते हैं जिनको कि हम किसी पर्टिकुलर ड्राइवर, ओके, ड्राइवर मीन्स साउंड ड्राइवर और ऑडियो ड्राइवर, साउंड ड्राइवर और वीडियो ड्राइवर, किसी पर्टिकुलर कंपोनेंट की फंक्शनैलिटी को और इन्हांस करने के लिए हम ऐड करते हैं, एक्सपेंड करने के लिए. दैट इज़ व्हाई इट इज़ कॉल्ड एक्सपेंशन स्लॉट. Okay, the video card is an expansion card that is used to generate the video output to a display screen. कौन कौन सी डिस्प्ले स्क्रीन्स होती हैं? मॉनिटर, प्रोजेक्टर, टीवी, टेलीविजन एक्सेट्रा. दिस कार्ड कंटेन्स इट्स ओन प्रोसेसिंग एंड मेमोरी यूनिट. एक्सपेंशन वीडियो कार्ड की अपनी एक अलग प्रोसेसिंग एंड मेमोरी यूनिट होती है ताकि इफ़ यू वांट टू सी द हाई डेफिनेशन ग्राफिक, ओके, on the monitor or any kind of device which can display the result, so we need a video card. It can display 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional images. It is connected on motherboard with the help of PCI. Okay, got it? Now the next one is CPU, Central Processing Unit. As I have told you before, CPU is not your that cabinet, okay, not that box. CPU is actually a microprocessor. It is the main unit of a computer. It is referred to as the microprocessor, which controls all the instruction from the connected hardware devices. It is a small silicon chip placed on the motherboard. As I have already shown you the picture of motherboard, in the middle of the motherboard we can place the processor. Okay, this chip contains millions of transistors that perform a wide variety of tasks, and the processing speed of CPU is measured in megahertz. As you know, we use some units, okay, to measure the speed of that device. Okay, so the CPU, what is the work of CPU? To process the data. So what will be the unit of CPU? Okay, speed, the speed is measured in megahertz. It is the unit of CPU. Got it? Okay. As you can see in these two pictures, the first picture at the top, okay, this is your microprocessor, which is already placed on the top of your motherboard in the middle. And if you want to see the inside view of a microprocessor, so you can see the picture given down below. Okay, so as you can see, many different golden dots on the microprocessor over there on the picture. Okay, those dots are your hello, those dots are your transistors. Okay, the work of these transistors is to process your data continuously. Doesn't matter in which form of data we are giving it, but the work of processor is to just try to recognize what kind of data it is and to process it and to make it more meaningful, so we can use that data further. Okay, so the concept of CPU is clear. Just type yes. Okay, so the next one is your RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM are two chips. Okay, RAM stands for random access memory. It is a type of memory that is available while we are performing some task. Means while we are making any design, while we are typing any data, okay, we are inserting any data, we are creating the folders, we are renaming anything, whatever the task is, we are doing in the computer, but we are not going to save it. Okay, हम अपना task perform कर रहे हैं and the changes we can see on the monitor, but those changes are not permanent. Why? Because we are not saving them. Okay, so जितना भी वर्क हम randomly क्रिएट करते हैं, उसको एक्सेस करते जाते हैं, वो सब कहाँ जाता है? रैम में. ओके, रैम स्टोर्स ऑल योर रैंडमली क्रिएटेड डेटा. ओके, दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ रिटन हेयर कि इट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ मेमोरी दैट इज़ अवेलेबल वाइल वी आर परफॉर्मिंग सम टास्क ऑन कंप्यूटर. बट इफ़ हमारा कंप्यूटर स्विच ऑफ हो जाए ऑल ऑफ अ सडन, ओके, या इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई रुक जाए, उस केस में जब हम अपना कंप्यूटर दोबारा स्विच ऑन करेंगे, सो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट दैट फाइल और फोल्डर और दैट डेटा और डॉक्यूमेंट वट एवर वी वर क्रिएटिंग. वाई? बिकॉज all the data was resides inside the RAM memory. That is why it is also known as volatile memory. Volatile means जो change हो सके. Okay, then the second one is ROM, read only memory. It is a type of memory from which we can only read the information, okay, but cannot write on it. It is a non-volatile memory. Non-volatile means जो change ना हो in nature. And what will be the example of your ROM memory? The example will be your softwares. What kind of software? Application software, utility software, system software. We can work on the softwares or slides to create your presentation, your work, but you cannot change any functionality of the respective software. Okay, this is the main difference. We can access the data which resides in the ROM memory, but we cannot make modifications. Okay, that is why it is called non-volatile memory. Clear? Now, as you can see in the picture, the first picture is of your ROM chip. Okay, it looks different with the RAM chip. Okay, and there is no certain rule that in a single motherboard हम एक ही RAM चिप को इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं. इफ सपोज योर कंप्यूटर, ओके, suppose your computer has a 2 GB RAM chip, you want to upgrade it. Upgrade it means आपको उसकी कैपेसिटी बढ़ानी है. So you can add another RAM chip in your RAM slot on the motherboard. Got it? This first one is your ROM chip and the second one is your RAM chip. Now the next is disk drive. It is the storage disk for a computer. The data which we stores permanently. हम जितनी भी बार कंप्यूटर स्विच ऑन करें, स्विच ऑफ जिस भी कंडीशन में छोड़ रहे हैं, ओके, तो जितना भी सारा डेटा हम क्रिएट करते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स, फाइल्स, फोल्डर्स एंड पीपीटीज एंड स्प्रेडशीट्स, database, etc., it goes straight into your storage disk. It is known as permanent memory. It is the storage disk for a computer which enables the user to read the data, write the data, delete the data and modify the data anytime. Okay, that is why it is different from your RAM and ROM. There are two types of disk drive, internal and external. Means इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? Two types की disk drives क्यों होती है? One is placed permanently on your motherboard inside your CPU cabinet. Okay, so we can save our data for further use. And suppose you want to create a backup of lots of data. You don't have sufficient memory inside your computer, so you can use external disk drive as secondary storage drive for your computer. The most commonly used drive is the hard disk drive and other ones are CD and DVD. It was introduced in IBM by Ray Johnson in the year 1954. Okay, so the concept of disk drive is clear. Just type yes. So I can move to the next topic. If the concept of disk drive is clear, just type yes. So I can move to the next topic. All of you are getting my voice? Okay, so I am moving to next topic. Your next hardware device is SMPS, Switched Mode Power Supply. SMPS, it stands for Switched Mode Power Supply. It is essential for safe running of the power consuming electrical components of a computer. Have you ever seen at your home stabilizers? Okay, why we use stabilizers? To stable the electricity. कभी कभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में फ्लक्चुएशन होता है, वोल्टेज बहुत लो हो जाता है, समटाइम्स इट इज़ हाई. ओके, सो टू कंट्रोल दैट फ्लक्चुएशन of the power supply for your computer, we place a SMPS inside the CPU cabinet. Okay, it controls and stabilizes the voltage by switching the load current on and off. It always sends well regulated power supply to motherboard. Well regulated means ताकि हमारे जितने भी इंटरनल हार्डवेयर सर्किटरी है, ओके, हर इंटरनल हार्डवेयर को डिफरेंट वोल्टेज पे पावर सप्लाई की नीड होती है. गॉट इट? सो SMPS का ये काम है, ये मैनेज करना कि डिफरेंट हार्डवेयर कंपोनेंट्स जो कि मदरबोर्ड्स में अटैच्ड है और CPU कैबिनेट के अंदर इंस्टॉल्ड हैं, उनको डिफरेंट उनकी नीड के अकॉर्डिंग पावर सप्लाई जनरेट करना, रेगुलेट करना. इट हैज़ अ बिल्ट इन फैन ऑल्सो टू रिलीज़ द हीट. अगर हम बहुत लॉन्ग ड्यूरेशन तक कंप्यूटर पे वर्क करते हैं तो CPU कैबिनेट के अंदर हीट जनरेट होती है. इसीलिए कहा जाता है कि हमारे जो डेस्कटॉप कंप्यूटर हैं या हम जहाँ पे भी कंप्यूटर्स पे वर्क कर रहे हैं वो प्लेस थोड़ा सा कूल डाउन होना चाहिए. ओके, बिल्ट इन CPU फैन का क्या काम है? रिलीज द हीट. ओके, now the next hardware device is heat sink. Heat sink means, sinking means निकलना, heat. It is an electronic device used to release the heat of the CPU. It uses a fan to cool down the processor. Actually it works with your SMPS. Okay, It is a very simple device. Its work is just to release the heat, जो कि सारे इंटरनल कंपोनेंट्स जब एक साथ वर्क करते हैं सीपीयू कैबिनेट के अंदर, तो जो हीट जनरेट होती है उसे रिलीज करने के लिए. गॉट इट? नाउ द नेक्स्ट डिवाइस इज मॉडेम. Modem is your networking device. It is also placed inside your CPU cabinet. Okay, it allows to communicate with the other computers connected in a network. If we want to share and receive the data in a network with other computing devices, so we need to use a modem. It allows to communicate with the other computers connected in a network with telephone cable. It converts the digital information into analog. This process is known as modulation and further converts back the analog data into digital. This process is known as demodulation at the receiving device end. Okay, just wait for some time till my device is restarting. Anyone is having question, anyone is having query right now regarding any topic? You can ask the question. Anyone is having question regarding any topic? So just type the name of the topic. Do you have any confusion in SMPS, CPU, modem, RAM, ROM? I'm repeating all the devices names. No one has any query? Okay, till my device is restarting. Okay, I'm going to repeat the work of modem. What is modem? Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. It is a device which allows a computer to send and receive information through telephone lines by converting digital data into analog signal. Okay, there are two types of modem. There are three types of modem, mainly internal, external and PC card modem. Okay, so as I have told you before, if we want to send, if we want to share our data, if we want to send or receive any kind of file over a network, so we need to use a modem. Okay, internal modem is a device that is already placed inside your CPU cabinet. External modem we can use from the outside of the CPU, and PC card modem is designed for your mobile devices. Mobile devices, for example, your laptop and handheld computers. Okay, then it is similar to the size of credit card and fits into the PC card slot on notebook and handheld computers. So no cable is required other than the telephone line connection.